French Revolution. It started moderately, but soon was drowned in blood and fear-mongering. At the head of it, the one in charge of the Great Terror was Robespierre. In a speech he made to the National Convention, Robespierre set out a few points. One of these is that the terror could flow from virtue. In another speech, he laid out what he believed the duty of revolutionary government was. First, let's look at Robespierre saying that terror flowed from virtue. To understand that, we need to look at what Robespierre said his end goal was, which in his words was, a peaceful enjoyment of liberty and equality, the rule of that eternal justice whose laws are engraved, not upon marble or stone, but in the hearts of all men. The rule of eternal justice. In that statement, Robespierre was pushing with the Enlightenment idea of natural laws. This is the idea that the Creator made laws such as gravity, and that there must be more laws to govern how we live. A deistic idea, not surprising for the one who made the cult of the Supreme Being. This is oddly similar to the American Declaration of Independence, which mentions the laws of nature and of nature's God. Robespierre continues, stating that they are in a war of liberty against tyranny. This could be literally true. The French were fighting monarchies of Europe due to the fear that they would put the French monarchy back in place. But this seems to refer more to the internal war in France. Revolts had broken out after the suspension of the monarchy, and Robespierre was hard on fighting them. Of course, the terror was a result of this, when people were tried and executed on suspicion of being against the French Republic. Robespierre ended his speech by saying, "Terror is nothing else than swift, severe, indomitable justice. It flows, then, from virtue." And throughout the speech he talks about the fact that the French Republic is based on reason. It seems that despite rebelling against the Enlightenment thinkers, who believed an enlightened despot was the best form of government, Robespierre was still acting on the Enlightenment. He brutally put down the dissent from people who didn't want the reason and morality of the French Revolution. He only wanted to give true freedom to those who shared the reason and enlightened ideas of his revolution. This sentiment is continued in another speech that Robespierre made about revolutionary government. Again, he states that the revolution is a war waged by liberty against its enemies. He continues saying that the revolutionary government needs the power it has because it's at war. He ends his speech by saying, "To good citizens, revolutionary government owes the full protection of the state. To the enemies of the people, it owes only death." I think this really encompasses how the French Revolution went down. Unlike the American Revolution, the French did not think that life was an unalienable right. If you opposed the government, all you deserved was death. This is the true irony of the revolution. They wanted to change an old, antiquated system, giving people a new system where they had freedom. But if people weren't happy with their new freedom, the revolution would kill them. The blind reason that drove men like Robespierre led them to commit atrocities that the tyrants they described would have never committed, all in their push for progress and reason.